Hey guys, welcome back to Container Crops, the Scaredy Cat Gardener. Okay guys, we are getting ready to start Container Crops seeds for the season indoors. I have so many seeds I am planting, so I'm just going to show you how I do one set. I'm getting ready to plant some tomatoes, some Swiss chard. I have bell peppers, I have hot peppers, I have radishes. I have 4 different kinds of lettuce. Let us move on. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll say corny joke. Okay. Guys, let's get busy. So guys, there are many ways you can start your seeds indoors, and I'm pretty sure everyone has their own way, their preference, and that's the one thing that I have learned. Find what works for you and do you. So what you're getting ready to see, most people are probably not doing it this way, but last year it worked for me, and every seed I started indoors worked. Everything I planted indoors grew. I did not have one thing that I started indoors that did not produce seedlings. Now, what happened when we took them outside? That's another story. We're not talking about that right now, but okay. But I start all my seeds off in egg cartons, not your everyday egg cartons. These egg cartons pretty much are the egg cartons that come off of pasteurized eggs. I don't use the cardboard ones because they get soaking wet. They're a hot mess. These are plastic. These are plastic, guys. So, and it's 12 in each one, but it's 24 technically if you want to count the top and the bottom. And you can simply use the top and the bottom and sit something underneath them for even more. But what I do is I cut them in half, the top half from the bottom half. Then I poke holes. I don't know if you can see it. I've got one hole poked in this one right here. One hole. I haven't poked the rest of the holes yet. Poke a hole in each one. Then I use the other half, what would be the top half. I use that for my drainage. So it fits perfectly. I sit it just like that, and I sit it in my windowsill. I don't use grow lights. I don't use heat. I use natural light, but I also have windows that have a lot of sun coming in it. I'm in zone 7B, so I get a lot of sun. It's really cold right now, which is really unusual for us here. This is like once every 10 years. But at any rate, as they start to grow, they're trying to reach the light, so they kind of curve. So what I do is every day or every other day or so, as I see them wanting to get to the sun, I flip it around so that then this size would, and then they'll go that way. And I continue to do that all the while they're growing. I continue to do that because that produces a plant that's straight up and down. That's perfect. Another reason why I like using these, as you can see, which one has the hole in it? Okay, as you can see, not that it matters. As you can see, this is small. This is only going to hold what? A couple of tablespoons of dirt. But you know what? For me, that's perfect because I'm very heavy-handed when it comes to water. So anything bigger, I'm like, is it thirsty? Does it need water? Putting my hand in. Do I feel dampness? Is my hand already damp? All kind of stuff go through my mind. But this, because it is so small, it really does dry out very fast. So that leads me watering just about every other day. And as the weather gets warm, sometimes I have to water every single day, but it's bone dry because it's not holding much water. And what it is holding, it's seeping out. Now this may not work for everyone, but it is perfect for me. It's perfect because guess what? A cap full, your water bottle, cap full, 2 of those is enough water for each one of those. And if I have to water every day, every other day, I'm good with that because it keeps my plants alive. So let's get this one. I have one here that I need to cut off. Well, I've already cut it. You just cut the top off from the bottom. Real simple, real quick, real easy. As you see, it cuts right. I just have a regular pair of scissors. That was real simple, real easy, real quick. As far as getting the holes in the bottom of them, you can use anything you want. I have one hole here. I only put one hole in each little cup because they are small, so I don't need a lot of holes. So I have came from when you crack nuts, the thing that you take the nut out with. That's all this is. You can use anything. A screwer would work. Matter of fact, this doesn't always work because it's flat. This has a flat edge on it, so it doesn't always work so well. But let's see what we can do right quick here. I just want to poke another hole in this one, and I have one tray that's already set up. Okay, see? I got the hole through there. Can y'all see that? Yeah, turn it that way. There you go. See? The hole is through there. So that was easy and simple. The hole is poked through. So I have one, and I saved them because they're plastic. I get to use them year and year again. So this is one that I had from last year. I'm just dropping everything. This is one I had from last year. As you can see, it still got dirt in it. This was the top half. So I even start with it. I start with it like this. Put it in there to start with. That way I don't have to worry about, oh my God, I filled up the wrong end. Because when it gets dirty, these holes do get hard to see. So I'm going to bring you all in closer. We're going to fill this up, and I'm going to show you how I put my seeds in, or how many seeds I put in each one. So the first thing I typically do is I mark them. Simple popsicle stick. I actually cut the popsicle stick in half because they're so small. That's all you need. Doesn't have to be actually absolutely even. Just cut it in half. If it's going to cut. Maybe it's not going to cut. Maybe you don't want to cut. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Cut it in half. And like these, I'm going to plant these. These are jelly beans. So I know they're tomatoes. So I'm just going to put on here jelly bean. If I can spell jelly. Then as I put them in, as I put the dirt in, as soon as I get the dirt in, I will stick this in so I'll know what goes where. So I'm going to finish writing these out, and I'll be right back. Another thing, guys, and you'll see this in a lot of my videos, I don't use any seed starter or anything, but I do use a good potting mix. So this is an organic potting mix, and I'll leave that link down in the description as well. And the actual brand of it is called Just Naturally. Just Naturally. So I use a good potting mix. And like I said, last year it worked. Everything grew. So we're going to see if that was a roll of the dice, a fluke, or do I know what I'm doing here, y'all? Do I know what I'm doing? Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is fill up the holes. Purpose of watering, I like to keep them separate again. So I go in, as you can see, and I clear the dirt off of, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but I clear the dirt off of the plastic parts so that you can see the plastic parts all the way around each one. Can you guys see that? See, I cleared the dirt here, here, and here in between each one. See, I haven't cleared it here yet. So it needs to look like that. I need to go in and clear that dirt off. So you'll have separate ones. Each one is a different pot, will be a different plant. So you want to make it that way. You want to keep it separated. So the next thing I do, I go in with my markers and I put them in the corners. And guys, I have I won't say it's a neat phobia, but I like, you know, just because I'm gardening and just because I'm not paying a lot of money for things and I'm shopping at the Goodwill or wherever I'm getting things from and the dollar store, it doesn't mean that it can't still be pretty. So, and that's a personal thing. That's a personal thing because it's not going to make the plants grow any better at all. And I left something out. I have jelly. I have Roma. I knew I left something out. I left the markers out. So I need to mark another one. All right, guys, we are doing this. I'm going to turn this around in a minute so that you all can see how it looks, how you can read it well. Okay, guys, this is how it's going to look in the end. This is what it's going to look like. So, next we are going to get these opened up. I'm going to open them all up and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I'm going to turn this around and start working on it. So I make sure I get everything in the right hole. So first off, we've got our jelly beans right here. So what I do is I put 3 seeds, whatever it is, whatever kind it is, I put 3 seeds in each one, just 3. One, 2, 3, and then I'm going to push them down into the dirt. And just cover them up with my hand. Okay, guys, and the last thing that I'm going to do is water them. Now I have a little water bottle here because it only takes 2 caps. I'm just going to pour a little bit on here, but I have a couple of drops of 511 already in here. I always start my plants off. Every time I plant anything, my stevia, my lemons, or anything, the first watering gets a couple of drops of the 511. So we just go in, just water them a little bit, making sure the seeds don't uncover, and if they do, cover them back up. Yes. All right. And see, there's no water down there because I've got it doubled up. Okay, guys, so that's how I start my seeds inside. And like I said, there's plenty of ways to do it. Most people use some kind of seed starter, all kind of things. It worked last year. So we're going to see if it works again. Yes. As long as I don't have to get scared of nothing. Guys, if you are new to my channel, welcome into the Scaredy Cat crew. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of my videos. Give me a thumbs up and share me out. Oh my goodness, I'm excited for this growing season. And remember, anywhere you can sit a pot, you can grow a plant. And I will see you on the trail.